Right, this is the clock I picked up from the car boot. Paid £15 for the clock. I'll show you the clock first, then I'll explain what I've had to do. Look at the clock. It's like a resin, plastic, I don't know, it's hard to say what it is. Everybody else got the same clock. No, but I say it's running perfect, chimes, never fit. I'll show you the chimes. And I'll show you the back there. I'll show you the back of the clock, what I've had to do. I don't know if you can see that through the camera, but the thing itself, the pendulum bar hooks onto at the top. I'll show you in a minute. Broke off. One has. I don't know if you can see it on there, I don't know. I'll show you what I've had to replace. As you can see, this bar here, look, yeah, the bar there hangs onto there. It broke off. One side had broke, and I think I still try to run the clock with it because there's a mark on the, you see, on this bit here, there's a mark here down there. But if you get, say, sometimes if the clock ain't working, check that first, so that's okay. So normally got the two things on, two spring things on. So that's check the first thing you do is check that's okay. Then if the clock ain't working still, it's not ticking, what you need to do, I'll show you. So you take the pendulum off and your clock should be ticking like that, look. There it stops, look. Started. Now we'll knock it out of balance so you can see that it won't tick. Oh, I've knocked the cork out of balance now. If you look, watch. And tick. It's close, but if you move a bit more, look, if I move it a bit more out of balance, look, nothing. Nothing at all. And now, and if I move too far back to there, because I know it's got to come this way. You've just got to experiment. So you know that's close now. So it might be a fraction that way. So you're going to get back that way. Just a touch. You're going to move just a touch. And then you put the pendulum on. Put the pendulum on then. See if it runs with the pendulum then. If it stops, then you might have to adjust this a bit more. Now I'll show you the front. And you can tell when you've got it right. You hear the clock ticking. If you listen to the clock ticking now. You hear it's a nice tick, tick, tick. Some people, when they move the clock, they knock the balance out, and I think, now a good tip is, if you want a good tip is, if you're going to move the clock somewhere, I'll show you a good tip. Now I'll shut the pendulum. Can you see where the pendulum is roughly sitting? See, I think it's on the camera. The pendulum's roughly, and you see you could just mark there, put a bit of masking tape on it, and then mark where the bottom of the pendulum is. Then when you get the clock, put the pendulum and check see if it's on the mark. You might have adjust the back to sort that out. Another thing that could cause it not to work. So if you get any clock, always, if you buy any clock off the car boot or a flea market or anything, first thing you want to do, if you've got the key, is check the barrels. So if you look at it now, look. That's quite tight there now, because what I've done, what most people do is, what you do is you get the clock, or it's out working and wind it up. Still out working and wind it up, and wind it up, and wind it up, till you wound it fully up, and it's still out going. And this is what's happening with this clock, I wound it look fully up, look, it's really tight, that is. So what I'll do, I'll take the pendulum off, and just let the clock run for about 3 or 4 days with no pendulum on, so it runs faster to unwind the springs. I mean, you can take the clock apart and unwind the springs that way, but I find, me personally, just run the clock and for about 3 or 4 days, let the springs start to unwind, and then put the pendulum on. So you always check the barrels with any clock you get, and I'll show you around the clock now. It's got some nice details on the clock. It looks nice, some nice details. So I think it's like a resin or a plastic, I don't know, but you can't tell. If you look at the clock, when it's all sitting on the shelf, you can't tell it's plastic or resin. Now I'll show you the front with the door shut. That's with the door shut. And when you look at that clock, you wouldn't tell that was looking at it as a plastic one or a resin. I'm not sure. But I'll chime the clock so you can listen to it chime. I'll show you the clock chiming now. So I'll show you it all chiming. So you move the hands round to the hour past and you let it chime. So that's the hour past. Then I'm going to do the hour. Go down to the hour now. So it should chime 10 times. So we count them. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's perfect. Working perfect. See, normally that sometimes, if it's chiming, so that's bang on 10 o'clock. So it says 10 o'clock, but it's chiming 8. So put on the hour, it's chiming 8, but the hand says 10 o'clock. What you do is get the little hand here, and move it down to the 8 o'clock here, and then try it again. And if it dongs at 9, that's great. And that's the one way of doing it. So I'll show you around the clock. So that's the key that's come with the clock. I mean, that's a nice key. That's a very nice key, that is. I mean, it's got flowers on it, look. I'll show you some, we'll get closer and see some better details, look. Flowers all on it. Flowers there, look. Decoration up, and I hope you can see that on the top. On there. I'll show you the side. So you've got nice decoration on the side. I don't know if you can see that through the camera, I don't know. But some of the lacquers is coming off. But it's mainly at the side. Let me see that details there. I don't know, because the camera's shining, so I don't know. I'll show you the back. That's the back of the clock. Oh, this is plastic. It's all plastic. That's plastic or resin. I would say probably 75% is plastic. You see, then you got the, if I open the door now, it's the movement. There's a number on the door there. Door there. And there's the movement. I don't know if you can see through the camera. Oh, let's try and get a better handle. Let's see that bit. Like that. So you can, I'll be able to see what's worse than that. I'll say it's a nice clock. I'll show you the other side. That's the other side. The only thing I would say, if you turn the key, and you turn the key and it's really easy, it turns really easy, then the springs have gone. Or you might be on both of them or one of them. So my thing then, just walk away. It's not worth buying the clock, because the hassle you have to replace the springs is just not worth it. But say overall, 15 quid, I mean, because I can repair clocks, so it's not so bad for me. But somebody who probably know about clocks, but I probably struggled with this one. I say I've done all the clock now, and you see it ticking away now. Look, I just stopped it for the camera. It's a very nice clock. So thank you for watching the video. I hope that helps people who are going to try and get the clock going. If there's any questions that you want to ask me about the clock, or you've got a clock or a cuckoo clock and you're having problems, I'll be able to help you out.